sound the alarms. It's a maelstrom of nerd rage and fucking gamers just going the fuck off on any kind of a news site, anywhere that people can go and post their opinions and their reactions and any kind of feelings that they have towards something. It is blowing up like a motherfucker right now, all due in part to Nintendo's choosing to go and pretty much pull the copyright rulebook out, go through all the guidelines and read between the fucking lines, and they decided, oh yeah, we're gonna go and call out some fucking Let's Players and people who do walkthroughs and shit, and we're gonna unmonetize their videos, place our own ads on it, and that's pretty much it. And holy fuck, has this pissed people off. It's also caused a lot of people to go on the defense of it, and then you had a lot of people who were just kind of like, I really don't give a shit whatsoever, what's the big deal? So I had to go and weigh on this shit, because naturally I have opinions too, because, well, that's what I do. I have opinions, and then I say them at a camera and shit. So, you know how it's happening right now. So, and this is Nintendo franchised games that are being, you know, Let's Played and walkthroughed and shit like that. So, it's your Star Foxes, your Metroids, your Legend of Zeldas, your Super Marios, and things like that. So, the thing is, they said that this is of videos of a certain length. They didn't detail exactly how long the videos have to be, but basically the video is already monetized to begin with. Nintendo's going to come in, unmonetize your video, place their own ad at the beginning, the middle, the end, wherever the fuck that they want, and you won't accrue any kind of money from that. So that's pretty much the end of that. But on the flip side, they don't flag the videos, they're not going to put any strikes against the YouTube accounts, they're not going to have any channels taken down for going and doing anything like this. So it's kind of a nice thing by comparison to other people who've had copyright claims when slapped against them, and then their entire channel was shut down thanks to shit like this. So there's that kind of a positive spin on it. But in my opinion, honest fucking goodness, I feel that this in no way is going to benefit them in the long haul, or even fucking like immediately, like right now. I don't see a major benefit in all of this. I just don't. Okay, so you're gonna go and piss off a shit ton of people to what gain? You have people doing Let's Plays of your video games. To me, that always is like free advertising. Somebody's like, yeah, I got like 400,000 subscribers. I'm gonna go and upload a video, and on average, it has anywhere between 800, like 200,000 views per video, and I'm gonna play one of your games that just came out. Free advertising right there, because you're getting the word out and people are able to go and check that out. Hell, I'm a walking example. I look up Let's Plays and walkthroughs all the time when I'm bored and just like, wonder what this game is like. Oh, go and check it out. Oh, that's fucking awesome. And then I decide that I'm going to go and pick that game up. I fucking love having an awesome smartphone. But going and doing something like that can deter people from wanting to do that. And you have a lot of people under the impression that since Nintendo is doing this, that they're outright going to just shut down channels thanks to this. So there's like a lot of mixed signals going around, but that's not the case. Nintendo went out of their way and said specifically that they don't plan on flagging the videos, they don't plan on putting strikes against the account, they're not going to fuck up anybody's YouTube channel or anything like that. They are simply just going to place their ads on it. And again, they didn't say exactly what the length had to be. They didn't say, they didn't go into a bunch of detail, just that it has to be Nintendo owned. So they're intellectual properties. Now, you have a lot of people that are saying that Nintendo does in fact have the right to do this. They are following the guidelines, they are going by the rules, and fact is that they do own the stuff, so they can go ahead and do stuff like this. And as we've seen before, despite the fact that it's pissed us off to absolutely no fucking end, when a video game company is like, oh, doing Let's Plays because you're a really big fan of our stuff and you really enjoy it, and you want to provide some kind of commentary where you're talking about your love for the franchise and stuff, let's flag that shit and take it down, as we got to see, not too long ago with the whole Sega and Shining Force videos thing. Luckily, they went back and they fucking undid all that stuff and they apologized, so that's something I can at least go and give them credit on. But with something like this, Nintendo isn't going as far to go and fuck up people's accounts, but it's like, what are you gaining out of this? Do you think that you're suddenly going to lose game sales because somebody just went and watched a video? And to me, it's kind of weird because it's like, okay, the movie industry, I understand them doing that. Hollywood in general, I understand them doing that because whenever you watch it, it's always going to be the same exact experience every single time when you go and watch it. It's still going to be the same video, the same audio every single time. The music industry, I can understand them doing it because it's a song. It's like, well, I could have went and bought the LP, the CD, or bought the songs on iTunes or something like that, but I decided to go and just listen on YouTube for free. So you have that. Okay, those I can understand when they go and they're just like, copyright claim, bam, take that shit down. Makes a ton of sense. But every time that somebody plays a video game, it's an interactive form of entertainment. So anytime that you see a walkthrough or a let's play or anything like that, it's going to be different every single time. And on top of that, if you have commentary that's provided overlapping the audio of it, that makes it even more different. And if somebody gets all crazy with the fucking editing and stuff like that, but doing something like this is going to just make people not only really pissed off, but you're going to lose fans thanks to this. So to what fucking end is this going to have like a positive spin on it? Can anybody fucking tell me? Where's like the win-win scenario for them? From what I've seen, it's just done nothing but piss off tons of people. Tons upon tons. Even fucking diehard loyal fans who swear up and down that Nintendo is king shit of the gaming world are just like, you know what? Fuck them. When you do something like that, that's not good. That is not good whatsoever. That's when your fucking stocks go to shit. That's when your game sales go to shit. That's when people pretty much just swear off on you altogether and decide to take their business and their loyalty elsewhere. And you do not want something like that, especially when you're a thriving business. So I ask all of you, genuinely, can you think of like the positive aspects of them doing this? I can understand why they're doing it because it is their intellectual property. Makes tons of sense. I can understand that they are going by the guidelines and the rules and they're following it to a T. Makes tons of sense. But is it worth it for all the backlash that they're going to receive and currently are receiving right now? In my opinion, fuck no. It's really not. And before somebody goes and shouts out, "You're just being a hater," go fuck yourself into an infinite loop and disappear out of existence, you fucking numbskull. I'm far from a Nintendo hater. I love the company to death. They're the reason why I got into gaming. But the fact is, if you love a company and respect them a whole bunch, you call them out on their bullshit. And that's what I'm doing right now. Losing fans, losing sales, losing free advertising. That's a lot to lose. And you also, let's add in 4, you're also going to lose your upstanding reputation. And I know there's going to be people that disagree. Again, that's fine. Everybody has opinions. Like assholes, we all have one. Unless, you know, you don't have one, then you're like the coneheads. But, seriously, think about this. What are the positive and negative aspects of it? More so, what are the positive aspects? And to me, it seems like negatives are definitely outweighing heavily. So, to all of you out there in YouTube land, in the gaming world, and gaming community, how do you feel about this? To anybody out there that watches Let's Play videos and walkthroughs consistently, how do you feel about this? To anybody that's just a diehard Nintendo fan, or you're a complete fucking detractor of the company and you hate them through and through for whatever fucking reason it is that you hate them. And if you are, like, a diehard loyalist, or just somebody that hates them for whatever fucking reason, try to actually be unbiased and look at this from, like, a completely, like, level mind. Just, like, seriously. Just be level-headed about it and just look at it and be like, huh. Well, I can see them doing it for this reason, this reason. Just try to go it that way, if you can. Again, my opinion, they shouldn't have done it. If they want to do something right, if you want my advice, Nintendo, which I'm sure you don't give a shit about it, but I will provide it anyway, undo all this and provide a complete and honest apology. And just go with that. You'll probably still have people that are going to be like, they can still go fuck themselves after even attempting that bullshit, but you will go in please, a lot more people by doing something like that, because you don't want to make enemies of die-hard fans who have been with you for years and years and years, through and through thick and thin. That's the honest truth. Pushing them away means that your business doesn't thrive, and it means that eventually you close up shop. And nobody wants to see something like that happen, because you are an important part of gaming in general, and that's the truth. Whether you love them or hate them, you know that's the truth. So, again, you can spill out your opinions, thoughts, and feelings. I'm sure this is something that many people would want to go and make video responses about, potentially, because there's a lot of different, like, angles that you can go and view this at, and a lot of different variables that you can go and throw into the mix and go and discuss. That's all fine and good. Whatever fucking way that you want to go and talk about this is whatever. So, again, you heard my opinions, and as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.